The Daily Download. The Daily Download. Daily Download. With Mac and Gaydos. The biggest stories now.
So what's a fair punishment for the Marines who were videotaped urinating on dead Taliban soldiers?
Yeah, the U.S. military officials have identified that 4 Marines videotaped, but what should you do? Because usually we have to deal with, living soldiers that Marines maybe kill or do whatever. How do you punish somebody for doing something to a dead body?
Well, I mean, a lot of people are saying is this really a war crime?
Right.
We know it's an awful thing what they did, but is it a war crime? When you commit a war crime or an atrocity like that, it's against living humans. Torture, rape, or murder. These guys were idiots for what they did, and peeing on an individual who's dead.
Right.
Definitely not cool. But is it a war crime? I know McCain says you got to be punished. Hillary Clinton said
anyone found to have participated or known about it, having engaged in such conduct, must be held fully accountable.
But I don't know what fully accountable means. I don't think they're going to be held fully accountable like the folks from Abu Ghraib. There are people still in jail for that. I think that is going to be looked on worse than what this is.
Do you think they should be at least dishonorably discharged because they weren't acting as Marines? They are taught that you act civilly even when no one is looking at you. It's a code.
I think they probably will, just to make a point.
Right.
The government will say you can't do that.
I wonder if they'll release the name.
The FCC may move to end NFL blackouts.
Well, I love drinking, so this is going to be great.
If this happened, 10 years ago, I know a lot of people in Arizona would like it. What this means is when an NFL team does not sell out their home game, you can't watch it on television.
Right.
And I think they have to be sold out 72 hours before kickoff.
In advance.
When the Cardinals stunk and they played in that horrible stadium at Sun Devil Stadium, they never sold it out. And people went 20 years without seeing a home Arizona Cardinals game on television. But now, since they're at Pink Taco Stadium, they're always sold out, and people watch it on TV, but the NFL says, hey, let's get rid of this. I think it's smart, and I think it's because of the economy.
Why is it smart, though? Because it doesn't force people to buy tickets, and owners want you to buy tickets. Why should the FCC dictate who should sell and how you sell tickets? That should be up to the owner. Look, if it's not sold out, there's still a chance for you to see the team.
If I'm a fan and I want to watch the Cardinals games, but I can only watch 8 games a year, if I'm allowed to watch the home games, I'm going to probably be a bigger fan, and I'm going to say, hey, I'm going to go to a game one of these days. I think it actually helps the teams sell out their stadiums if they're on TV.
I just don't like when the government gets involved and say, hey, we will tell you how to sell your fans,
sometimes
your tickets to owners.
Cardinals are so bad that they should have been banned from TV.
All right, let me stand up when I see this.
Jamie has gotten out of her seat.
Sitting is bad for you.
Yeah, why is that?
6 new reasons it's bad for your health. One is less blood flow. You got to keep the blood pumping. You got to keep moving.
Right. My mouth moves a lot. I sit a lot, but my mouth moves. Does that count?
2, when you sit, what do you wind up doing? You usually wind up eating.
I'm not eating.
Not right now.
No.
But you usually wind up eating if you're watching TV, if you're sitting down with friends. You usually wind up consuming calories. You're not burning them off. And 3, another third, which I didn't realize, and this goes back to what Jamie was saying about John Edwards, who's diagnosed with a heart condition.
Supposedly.
If you sit too long, and this goes back to blood flow, that can be really bad as far as blood clots and stuff like that. So, again, you don't need to sit for a whole day. You don't need to sit for 8 hours in one place and not get up and move. Let's be like Michelle Obama. Let's move.
Let's get up and move.
Let's go.
I don't know how much research has really been put into this. I'm sure if you get up and you move around,
if you go to the mall, you can see. I'm sure.
I think if you get up and move around a little bit and you're sitting for hours a day, I'm guessing you'll probably be just fine.
Oh yeah.
If you're a little overweight, well, maybe you should walk around a little bit more. Take the stairs,
but is the overweight
not the
because
elevator.
you sit? Are you overweight because you're
I don't
sitting
think so.
too much?
I don't buy it.
I did. I used to work in an